So for lookbook today, we're going to skip a couple pages. So let me share my screen with you and I'll show you where to start. You're going to open up in your student book to page 105. We're going to do this making suggestions and responding, and then we're going to go on a school field trip and watch a video together. So let's take a look at this first. There's going to be some listening parts, so you can always rewind as much as you need. Go back a couple minutes and listen again, but I'll just play it once for everyone. So today we're making suggestions and responding. A suggestion is like coming up with an idea for you and someone else to do, or for someone else to do on their own. So we have two options here, and then our answers. You can make a suggestion by saying, why don't we do this? Why don't we go for a walk? Why don't we draw a picture? Or you can also ask the question by saying, should we go for a walk? It's kind of opening it up to see if this person wants to do what you want to do. Should we go to the store? Should we eat some cake? Whatever it may be. Now, if you want to say yes, okay, yes, let's do that. Saying no, we could say, I'm not sure, or no, I don't want to. So when you're doing these, I want you to add, well, the listening part, I will tell you what to write, but if you need to do any on your own, don't simply just say yes or no, add a little something. So you can look at these options if you're not sure. All right, so we're gonna do this listening. I'll play it here, and you need to fill in the blanks. So follow along in your book and then write what they say when you come to a blank spot.
John, do you want to do something with me today?
Yes, okay. What do you want to do?
It's a nice sunny day.
Yes, it is. Should we go to the beach?
I'm not sure. I went to the beach yesterday. Why don't we play tennis at the sports center?
No, I don't want to. I don't have a tennis racket.
Okay, then let's play a game.
Yes, let's do that. What should we play?
Why don't we play hide and seek? There are a lot of places to hide in your house.
Sure, that sounds like fun. Come on, Coon. Should I count first, or do you want to?
You can. I want to hide.
All right, that was kind of fast. So I actually will replay that for everyone just so we can, I'm sure we can get all of that. And then if you need to play it again, you can do that on your own.
Hi, Coon.
Starts right here.
Hello, John. Do you want to do something with me today?
Yes, okay. What do you want to do?
It's a nice sunny day.
Yes, it is. Should we go to the beach?
I'm not sure. I went to the beach yesterday. Why don't we play tennis at the sports center?
No, I don't want to. I don't have a tennis racket.
Okay, then let's play a game.
Yes, let's do that. What should we play?
Why don't we play hide and seek? There are a lot of places to hide in your house.
Sure, that sounds like fun. Come on, Coon. Should I count first, or do you want to?
You can. I want to hide.
All right, so if you need that again or again and again, you can just go back about a minute and listen to it as many times as you need to fill in these blanks here. So they're going back and forth, trying to decide what to do, making suggestions. Oh, no, I don't want to do that because of this. Okay, let's do this instead. Sure, okay, let's play hide and seek. All right. Okay, now, let's see. Okay, part 3 goes along with this. So once you fill in all of your blanks, you're going to choose the correct thing. So up here it said, it's a nice blank day. You should have that filled in by now. It's either sunny or cloudy. Now, if we're saying it's nice, I bet we can figure out what it is, but you should have that already by now. So you're going to circle the correct one. Was it a sunny day or is it a cloudy day? And then go through the rest of these based on what is true from the information up here. So all of this information comes from this first part. So you need to get all those blanks filled in first. So number 2, Gia wants to go to the beach, or Gia and Coon want to go to the beach. Who was it that wanted to go to the beach? And so on. Okay, we do not need to do anything here. So you just needed to fill in these blanks, listen as many times as you need, and then circle the correct ones here. All right, so you can pause that to get all that done. Go back if you need to, and then we're gonna flip to our workbook. So here is our workbook, a little bit more suggestions and responding. So number 1 says check the suggestions. The suggestions are the ideas that people are coming up with. The responding would be like, oh, sure, I'll do that, or no, I don't want to. So you're gonna go through and check the ones that are suggestions. The ones that aren't, you don't check. So do you want to bake a cake? That's a suggestion. They're asking if they want to do something. So go through the other 7 ones and check the ones that are suggestions, asking to do something or coming up with an idea that they can do. Okay. Then down here, we have another listening. So we have some blanks. They tell us what our options are this time, so it might be a little easier. So you can listen to this and fill in our blanks here.
Track 43, Function 3, Making Suggestions and Responding. Activity 2, Listen, Write.
Hi, what do you want to do? Do you want to play outside? I'm not sure. It's starting to rain. Is it? Oh no. Why don't we go up to my bedroom to play? Yes, okay. What games do you have? I have lots of party clothes. Should we dress up? No, I don't want to. I don't like dressing up. Really? Okay. What do you want to do? You have some really good puzzles, don't you? Let's do a puzzle. Yes, let's. I love doing puzzles. Do you want to try a 500-piece puzzle? Wow, okay.
All right, so you can go back a minute if you need to hear that again. All of your options are up here. Get all those blanks filled in. Okay. So this last part, you have some suggestions, and then they tell you if you're going to respond by saying yes or respond by saying no. Like I said before, you can't just write yes or no. So let's look at what they did with these. So why don't we why don't we bike to the park? The check mark means you're going to respond by saying that is something you want to do. So they said that's a good idea. They didn't just say yes, they said that's a good idea. Now this one has an X by it, so that means you don't want to do it. Do you want to play soccer? I don't want to. I don't like soccer. So give a little reasoning if it's a no. If it's no, definitely say why. I don't like soccer. If it's yes, you can use any from the student book, or you can look up here, see the things they said, or you can just come up with your own responses. You cannot just write yes or no. Should we bake a cake? Yes. We need to add some more. All right. So this will be a yes, a no, a yes, and a no. Okay, then we're done with this and we can go on our school trip. So finish this up first, pause the video, and then start it when you're ready to go on the field trip all together. All right, so we're going to turn to page 106 and 107. So first, we're going to read about the villages of the Pueblo people. So here's our picture. It's a native Pueblo in the US. What do you think a Pueblo might be? That's a Spanish word. A Pueblo is like a little town. So let's read about the Taos Pueblo together, and then I'll play the video for you. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So read along with me. Welcome to Taos. Taos is a very old village in the US. The buildings here are some of the oldest buildings in North America. This is one of the villages of the Pueblo people, Native Americans, who were here before the Europeans arrived. In fact, Pueblo means village. There are 21 Pueblos like Taos in the southwest of the US, where Puebloians still live today. So let's visit this village and learn about its people in the past and today. Okay, so village is like a little town. First, let's do this part here. You can reread as needed. I do want you to answer these before you watch the video. So, what is special about Taos? A, B, or C? Who are Native Americans? A, B, or C? And where did the Puebloans live? A, B, or C? Reread as you need. Okay. Then, once you're done with this, you can start my video and watch this video with me. So, as you watch, you're going to check which sentences are true. Might need to watch the video a couple times, and that is okay. I'll play it once for everyone, then you can go back and watch it. You're going to check the sentences that are true. I'll make it nice and big here because I'm pretty sure you all have your lookbooks.
Pueblo Indians are from New Mexico in the United States. They're the only Native Americans to still live on their original land. The ancestors, the great-great-grandparents of the people who live here today, were here hundreds of years ago. The Pueblo people were here a long time before the Europeans, the Spanish, the English, and the French arrived in the U.S. The Taos Pueblo is the second oldest building where people still live in all of the United States. It's almost 1,000 years old. The people used water, mud, and straw to make their buildings. This is called adobe. About 1,000 years ago, they built rooms next to each other and on top of each other. Apartments, not houses. The traditional food was corn and beans. There was no electricity, and people made bread in brick ovens. They shared the ovens. These days, the people live in 21 villages around New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas. There are around 35,000 Puebloans. They keep the tradition, and their lives are not very different from hundreds of years ago. There's no electricity and no running water in the buildings. They get their water from a river nearby. But there are visitors these days who want to learn about the Pueblo culture. Would you like to visit the Taos Pueblo?
Would you like to visit the Taos Pueblo? We'll talk about that in our last little Zoom meeting. So if you need to watch that again, you can. So you do need to complete part 2 here. You do not need to do part 3 and 4. I do want you to do part 1 and 2. So rewatch the video if you need. I need to double check here, but I do not think there's anything in the workbook for this. Oh, there is. Okay, a little bit more. Go away. Okay, so last part in our workbook. This is about the Taos Pueblo. So remember the video, check the things that you saw in the video. Now, of course, you can rewatch it if you need to with your student or with your workbook open. So which of these images did you see in that video? Then match 1 through 5 to A through E to make sentences about the Pueblo Indians. So I have 5 beginnings of sentences and then the endings here. Pueblo Indians are Native Americans. Which one of these? From New Mexico. F or my E up here. Pueblo Indians are Native Americans from New Mexico in the US. Okay, and then fill the rest of this out. Okay, and last, let's see here. Nope, don't need to do part 3. So not a ton in there, just part 1 and part 2 in your student book. Then you are finished, okay? So once you finish this up, you can read our next book in our series. You can get started on that.